way to check in to the country. You might see some cool wildlife in here anyway.
Where's the croc?
Well, a lovely cruiser lent us this for our week in the yard, which is going to be a lifesaver. We're all checked in and we're nearly back. Then we'll go check into the yard and get our haul out time, hopefully. Yeah, we're having a bit of trouble with the dinghy, so it doesn't do too well at low speed or an idle.
Doesn't do too well at any speed.
No, yeah, it's probably not good for it.
Overheating, we need to change the impeller, we've threaded the bolts to change the impeller, and it's all Tom's fault.
Yes, always my fault. Yeah, she is not happy. Also, I bet this water's warm. Want me to grab a paddle?
Doesn't sound good at all.
I guess we just idle it.
Yeah, if she's idling fine and moving, that's fine. There's this nice stream of... Nope. There she goes.
Let it cool down for a bit.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about paddling.
It's all good.
Yeah, we actually could. We got Tom and me on one side each.
I hope they put the motor down. Knowing Jace, you'll forget.
Till it's snowing out in Denver, he's headed for the clouds. He could try to catch me, just like all the rest on the Road Dog Express.
Bye.
Right, we are all checked in to the country, all checked into the marina, and we're waiting to haul out. They're very casual here. We didn't really get a set time. They have a 2-hour break between 12 and 2 o'clock. Hopefully they'll come and haul us out in the next hour. So we're just preparing everything. I guess we need to get lines out so they can control the boat to get it on the trailer.
I'd say so, yeah.
Close a couple of seacocks because we forgot to do that the last couple of times that we hauled out.
And then the bathroom just gets filthy.
Yeah, they spray, do the pressure washer, and all of the all the stuff like comes up the sink and sprays in the bathroom everywhere. So, and then yeah, we've got the cat carriers out so that we can take them off the boat in case they take a while to do everything, so that it's not cooking in here. Because they'll obviously have to pressure wash, drop the rudder, get the cushions from out the back, just so they don't get really dirty. I think they'll probably be okay, but
just put them inside.
Yeah.
It does spray up.
And then yeah, when we get all set up, we can set the aircon up. It's only a 5,000 BTU, so it's a pretty weak one. So hopefully it does cool it down enough in here to actually have the boat closed. Because the last aircon we had in Trinidad was like struggling in the middle of the day. So.
And that was 12,000.
Oh gosh. What you doing down there, girl? She knows something's going on. She saw me get the cat beds out.
She's got a collar on.
She's not happy.
You want to go for a walk? You want to go to the beach? You want to go to the beach? Hey, what's that toe doing?
We're hauling out, baby. It's our time to shine.
Well, I got two
There's
lines,
2 lines
here
at the front
and
there.
2 lines on the bow already. Those
Yeah.
are the short lines.
Oh yeah,
so,
true.
So the through holes are closed. Yeah, you can hear the tractor coming. Although they do have stage.
Yeah, it stays on stage.
Here she comes. Bet that feels sketchy on board. Oh, far out. Oh, here they come, okay. The rest is getting handled by the workers. So much sarcasm here that like it's almost impossible to move when you're rowing.
Very, very basic.
Well, yeah.
But it works, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. It's dirty.
It's not that bad. No. Just sludge.
So I loosen it up here.
Right. The girl's not too happy here. What's going on? What's that?
That's working for you?
Yeah, just slowly.
Slow.
I don't have much room.
Would a socket do any better or not really?
No, I don't. Oh, I'm nearly there.
Yeah, you're good enough. Does he want it all the way off right now or just loosen?
Well, if I take this nut off, it's not going to do anything anyway.
Okay,
It's the pin going all the way through.
got it. So you're loosening the nut off the pin.
Okay,
How many of you had?
we made the mistake of letting the cats out, and because there's so much of this, they thought it was grass, and they just plonked themselves straight in.
And then Nala went for a swim to that boat, and then decided to come back again after that.
She was doing pretty good though, at least we know they can swim.
Yeah.
Alright, she's all pressure washed, and I guess we're heading to our spot. Right, looks like they might be trying to take it off the edge here to drop the rudder.
Oh, they've done a few here by the looks of it.
Okay, they're lifting. Okay, we are just waiting to drop the rudder, but Jason's having a bit of trouble getting, what's he getting out? The screw? A pin?
Yes.
Right.
Nuts off, the pin's still in. We're trying to get it clear.
Yeah.
You almost ready? Yeah. Okay, it's almost. Okay. Listo.
Okay, not sure what's happening. The rudder hasn't been dropped. Maybe they're just going to do it later. Are they just doing it later? It's probably because it's nearly their lunchtime. Alright, it's nearly out. Looks like they're going to do something with the tractor. Oh, look at that. Wow, I can't believe how long it is. Hey! Woohoo! Alright, there's our rudder on the ground. How you feeling there, Dulce?
Yeah, this is a bit sketch going down.
So they've just put the boat back down. Looks like they're leveling it. Checking with the level, which is great. And then hopefully we can hook up this aircon, eh? Yeah. We've gone into their lunch break, dolls.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy with us.
A lot of our boat jobs were completed over several days or even a week, but for the sake of making these videos easier to follow, we'll be showing each task from start to finish. So just ignore anything in the background that looks like it's already been done or has changed. Anyway, one job on the list that we always tackle while we're in the boatyard is polishing the hull sides. We usually haul out every year or two, and by the time we get here, there's always a lovely gross yellow stain sitting along the waterline. Because the gel coat naturally yellows a little over time, it also starts to highlight old sticker lines and where previous decals used to be. Last time, Jace actually wet sanded the sides before buffing and polishing, but you obviously don't want to do that too often because you're essentially removing a fine layer of gel coat, and production boats don't have an endless amount of it. So this time the boys will first clean the majority of the yellow staining off using soapy water and a maroon pad before moving on to buffing, polishing and waxing the sides. It won't come up quite as white as it did after the wet sand, but it will still freshen her up nicely. Jason has been polishing our boat for the last couple of days. So we are using Total Boat buff and polish, and for the first time we're also going to be waxing. So hopefully that helps it last longer. I mean, it did last a really long time and looked amazing last time that we did it. So there's one bottle called Total Buff, I believe. Then we got Total Shine and then the type of wax. So I'm going to start applying the wax.
Wax on, wax off. On, wax off.
Wanna go outside and see the cow-cows? You might poop yourself. What's that? There's cow-cows. Have you seen the cows? The cows are here and I just showed Nyla. She's like, it's okay, it's a lot of cow-cows. There's cows. Never seen them before, have you? Tom took on the not so glamorous job of grinding all the rust off the keel. Once he was finished, Jace went over the keel seam and applied some fresh silicone.
So Tom's been hard at work today, just grinding back the rust spots on the keel here. So we thought we'd kill two birds with one stone, grind all that back and then barrier coat the through holes. Obviously we've done that. Cast iron oxidizes really quickly, so you've got to kind of grind it and go over it straight away. So we've started off with a keel, now we're going to go to our through holes. I've made a bloody mess here. But yeah, we're using Total Boat's epoxy barrier coat here in grey, so you can tell the difference in colour. So this is Tom's first time using a grinder.
No, it's not.
He's doing a pretty good job. Just don't grind through the hole.
No?
No.
So don't stay in one spot.
Hey. Oh, you're getting the barnacle off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Womp womp.
How annoying is it just like having to curve your head just that little bit?
Uh-huh.
My neck's getting so sore.
Because Tom's sticking around to cross the Pacific with Jace, I actually got let off the hook with a lot of the boat work, so I could catch up on editing the videos for you guys. Anyway, one important job on the list was figuring out what was going on with our outboard, especially since the easiest way to get between the boatyard, town and the marine store is by dinghy. And I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what this lower part of the motor is called, but you guys get the idea. The issue was that the bolts were completely seized, which is why we hadn't been able to get into it sooner. but the boys finally managed to crack them loose so we could pull it apart and replace the impeller. When they pulled the old impeller out, it was pretty obvious that that was the issue as suspected. It had completely broken apart and bits of it were missing and chewed up, so they had to dig through and find all the missing pieces. Even though we were still getting water coming out of the telltale, or as Jace likes to call it, the pea stream, the impeller clearly wasn't working properly, so the cooling flow would have been inconsistent, especially under load. Anyway, we'll see you next week as we either replace our through hulls from start to finish with true design setup, or discover some cracks in the rudder and end up going through the process of repairing it with epoxy and reglassing it back to shape. Either way, the boys have a pretty big job ahead of them.